Hello and welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am Eliza Martel. I'm a professional home organizer and a mom of two. I'm bringing you some tips, tricks, and solutions to keep your everyday spaces organized and that much easier to use. And today we're talking about the car. The car is a really easy place for things to get out of hand. We're often bringing things into our car, taking things out of the car. We have returns, we have groceries, we have children to haul, sports activities, all sorts of things. So it's important to keep your car organized and tidy so it's that much easier to manage and the frustration level can go down a little bit. It also makes things a lot easier to find. So if kids are yelling at you in the backseat that they need something, you can either tell them where it is or pull over and access it yourself. In today's video, I'm just going to go over how to organize a car and some simple organizing solutions that you could implement in order to keep it tidy that much longer. I do have a freebie for you if you'd like to see the ones that I use in my car, but honestly, you could use stuff that you already have or around the house, like a cardboard box would be sufficient for one of the things that I'm going to mention. Click below if you would like the link. Otherwise, let's get started. If you would like the link. Otherwise, let's get started. Step one is pretty simple. Before we can organize, we need to declutter. This is a general rule for any space in your home. All decluttering is taking things out of an area that do not belong. This could be as simple as trash and recycling, or maybe it's a toy that a kid forgot and it needs to go in their room. I love just using laundry baskets from the home to just stack in those things that aren't supposed to be in the car and easily bring them to where they are supposed to be. I also like to have a trash bag or paper bag on hand for recycling and trash to just get it out of the car and have a fresh start. Next step we're going to do is just group like items together and then find them a home. So a good example is when I was cleaning out the car, I found Band-Aids, a nail clipper, I found a hairbrush, hand sanitizer. All those things I decided could be friends, like items, grouped together, and I have put them in our first aid. This is on the freebie that I had mentioned, and it keeps it all right here. So when I think of these things that we might need, I know they're going to be in the first aid. And for me, I keep this up front in my console. So if the kids need something or if I have to pass something off, it's really easy for me to just stop, pull over, whatever it may be, and just hand it back to the kids. Another item that I keep in the front zone because I find it handy and accessible there is this awesome tissue. This I love because it fits in our cup holder. I have heard that it doesn't fit in all cup holders, but I absolutely love it. But not everything needs to be accessible too. So if you're grouping more like items together, I put things that I don't need on a regular basis together. That is their grouping. They live in the back area, and that's things like a reusable bag, a blanket when we're cold, a dog leash, an emergency potty, all sorts of things. And I keep that in this lovely tote. What I love about this tote is it's a very nice size, it's freestanding, and it's portable. So if we need to move something larger in our car, I can take it out, leave the tote at home with all those items, and then when we come home, I can put it back in. These are not everyday items that we need. They're more like a just in case. So it makes sense to be able to take it out when I need to and put it back pretty easily without having it scattered about the garage. Next up is my absolute favorite storage solution. This is my everyday car bag. So what this bag does is allows me to carry whatever I need to for either myself or the kids from the house to the car in one trip without filling up my arms with who knows what. So an example of what I put in here would be things like their water bottles, or if we're going on a longer ride, maybe their tablets go in there. I tell them to put the things they want for the car ride in the bag, and then I can just easily carry it in. This also works in reverse. So when I stop and grab our mail, I put the mail in my everyday bag because this always comes back in the house with me at the end of the day. Let me show you it. So here it is, another one that can stand on its own. I often put it in the back right between the kids so that they can grab the things that they need. This also kind of doubles like a day bag or a diaper bag if we're doing an outing and I need some of the items in there. I'll have a change of clothes for the kids. I'll have another first aid kit in there. And I find it really helpful. I actually had a friend recently tell me that they have implemented it as well. They don't have any kids, but it still does the trick of hauling things in and out of the house for them with less efforts. So I love this one. And I'm happy to share you a link to a very similar one from Target in that freebie. All right, let's say we've grouped all the like items together. We found homes for them and storage solutions. And lastly, we need to do a little bit of maintenance. And for that, I have a recommendation. Pretty simple. It's just a trash container for your car. This is for my husband. I should probably empty it for him. I will before I put it back. But what's nice about this is when you have trash, it just doesn't end up in your backseat. You have a designated spot to put it. My kids are even good about using it from where they are because in our car, it is very accessible for them. And even if they don't quite make it, it's really close and I can put it in. So once that trash is full, much like this one, it is time to empty it. That's kind of your alert that it's time to do something. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was really helpful for you. I'd love a like, but I'd love even more if you could leave in the comments an area in your home that you might be struggling with getting organized. And I would happily like to use that as another topic. So until next time, have a fantastic day. Bye.